in here. So you're ready for that. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How you doing? Looky here. We are doing homecoming prep. Y'all, we've done this dressing a couple of times already this month, I believe. But this is for homecoming. And this is about the same amount we would make for a big family gathering here. So it's a big family gathering at church or a big family gathering here. Either way, they get about this much dressing. Now, I just jerked that whole phone thing up. Crazy. What on earth? Can y'all see Mama's over here making celery? I'm going to do some celery, too. We did quite a bit of celery.
I'm going to move the kettle over here till we get this done.
We did quite a bit of celery. Mama, I can do the celery if you want. She's got her clear mat. Mama's just more precise than mine, it's like. Mine is good, though. This is the celery and onions, cream of chicken soup, poultry seasoning, sage, broth, and salt, pepper. Not much salt, just enough, but you're going to have some. What else is it, Mama? What else is in that big kettle?
Oh, there's onions already in here. The soup, the broth.
Can y'all hear Mama over there with her back turned to you?
The soup, the broth, and the... Let me take these and put this in here.
Okay, we got the soup and broth.
Salt and pepper and sage and poultry season. I think that's all.
Okay, good. I didn't leave out any. That's unusual.
And this is the celery it's going to go in there.
This here is the celery.
And I chopped up, this is the leaves on the celery right here, if you can see that little there. I chopped it up real fine. We use them because they have a lot of flavor.
Put your mat back down if you don't care. I'm scooping off them.
I'm going to rake this in the kettle so it won't be so heavy.
All right, go right ahead, ma'am. Okay, so this is the key components of it. Now, the onions I used was the onions I chopped the last time we made it, and I froze a whole onion or two because I knew we'd be making it again for homecoming. So I went ahead and froze some onions. If you've never done that, it can be done. I proved it. You can buy frozen onions. I thought I could make frozen onions. So I did. And they were wonderful, weren't they, Mama?
Yeah.
Super simple. So from now on, we have homecoming in October. We have Thanksgiving in November. We have Christmas in December. Just like everybody else. But now I'm going to start on homecoming time. Making up enough onions in the chopper for the whole season. And put them in little baggies and put them in the freezer. I thought, what a wonderful thing, because that's one of the worst parts of the dressing, I think, is chopping all them onions. Whether you use a chopper or whether you use your good old cutting board and a knife, it's the hardest part, isn't it, Mama? For me, anyway. It's the part I dread the most. So if I can get it all over with one big chopping series, boy, will I ever. I might just start keeping frozen chopped onions in the freezer at all times. If I chop an onion, I'm going to chop a bunch. Get it over with.
This is
That's Mama's broth. That's chicken broth.
Smell of it. Make sure I don't.
Oh, smell the old smell
I have
test.
to check because I don't.
It smells like chicken broth to me, Mama.
I'm going to add it to the kettle.
Smells like soup. Is that what it's supposed to smell like?
Smells like chicken.
It's chicken soup. That makes some good chicken noodle soup.
Oh yeah, it's got fat on it.
Oh yeah.
It's better than what you buy.
Yeah, it is. It's the real chicken. We buy chicken with skin on for that reason a lot of times. It's a good way to get your broth, and we save all of our Duke's jars and our salad dressing jars. Those plastic jars make wonderful what is that, broth containers. Now, if you're thinking, boy, they sure do eat a lot of dressing, we really don't. It's just we did have dressing here about a month ago, and then we had a big church sale, cook sale, and we made over $1,000 on chicken and dumplings and dressing. So that's the reason we had all those pans and pans and pans of dressing before. Today's not going to be near that many. This is just enough to feed probably about 60 folks, and that's about a good amount. And we we was going to do ham, but to be honest with you, hams were so expensive.
I couldn't find one.
Oh my
big
gosh.
enough. It was so
$8 is what we were asked for for a church dinner. And we would have had about a couple or three. And
$45 a ham is what that
so Mama was talking to the ladies at church, and she said, I'm going to try to find ham that's not $8. I said, oh, it's high. Why don't we just do turkey and dressing? We love your dressing. So Mama said, that sounds better to me. So one of the ladies at the church, she said, I've got a turkey. I'll bring you, and you'll have that. So what a wonderful teamwork. That's wonderful. Isn't that great? So they decided they'd rather have turkey and dressing anyway. And really and truly, October is far enough away from Thanksgiving. You can have turkey and dressing and not really think, ugh, I've had too much turkey and dressing. Now, people will tend to have turkey dinners right up through November, and I'm like, we don't have that at Thanksgiving. I don't want to eat turkey in November before Thanksgiving. Sorry. I guess some people might eat it every day. I'm not sure. I just want my turkey for November to be just Thanksgiving. But you know, schools will have it the week before Thanksgiving. People will sell dinners and they'll have turkey and dressing because it's Thanksgiving time. And that is what we have on our mind. But I don't want it that soon. I'd rather have pizza in November as turkey and dressing before I have my turkey and dressing for Thanksgiving. But that's just me, folks. That's just me. You do you, because some people are like, I love it anytime I can get it. I can eat it every day. That's the people who need to be eating it often.
I love dressing.
I love it, but I look forward to it, and I'll be craving it in July maybe. And I'll think, boy, that would be good. But then I don't want it again for a while. Now, I probably want to eat, I might not eat none of this tomorrow, to be honest with you. I probably will eat chicken or meatloaf or something like that because it's not too soon, but my taste buds are finicky when it comes to eating stuff too often. That's like leftovers. I don't mind at all to eat food made yesterday. It's just I want it to be turned into something different. I want to think I'm eating something new anyway. Then certain things, like soup, I can eat them all week. You can't pay no attention to me.
You're crazy.
Mama, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
Oh, no. I wouldn't do that for the world.
I am crazy, Anna Mama.
Yeah.
My food habits are crazy.
A little weird.
A little weird. You heard her, and that's the truth. I like certain things I don't like. But I don't really like anything the next day that I had the day before. Unless it's soup. Now, I can do it. But even then, I tend to throw a sandwich in with it or do a little something to it, don't I, Mama?
Chips with it. Or
eat chips with chili. Now, that I don't mind. But I don't want chili 3 nights in a row, by no means. I want chili, and then chili and Fritos, or chili is made into taco salad, and then I'm ready for a piece of chicken or something. I don't want soup or chili again. Now, you can put it in the refrigerator. We might eat it 3 days from now, and I'll be all right. Anyhow, that celery's done. The reason I didn't use the chopper on it, I like chunky celery in my dressing. And Mama does too. We want to taste that chunk. We want to bite into that little bitty piece of celery. Not a huge, and we want it cooked, but I don't want it till I can't find it. I want, what on earth is that, Mama?
Oh, it's one of them strings you don't use.
No, it's not a string. It's a whole piece of celery.
Oh, you just didn't get it cooked good.
It's a whole big chunk of celery. No, I didn't find a string one in them celeries. I know some of y'all are going to say, John, don't you string your celery? No, we don't. If I'm chopping it like that, I've never had a problem with strings, so I don't string it. Mama don't string it. Only time we string is we're going to serve it raw. True story. It says, I love your mama. It's obvious your mama taught you everything. She did. Okay. It is obvious because she did. Some of her tricks, because Mama married Daddy so young, that what was you, 17, 18?
Oh,
20. And
17 or 18.
so Granny done some things different than Mama's mama. So Mama kind of got the benefit of both worlds of 2 wonderful cooks, and she combined them together. And she shared them all with me. And then I used to love to watch my Granny cook. That was a favorite thing of mine. Now you watch Granny. You didn't help her.
Oh no.
You didn't help her. She'd start slinging her hands and saying, "Now, be still, and leave me alone. I'm trying to cook." And I understand that because I'm the same way now. I'm like, just let me focus on this. Now I can talk and work. Mama can't talk and work. And I aggravate her a lot of times about being mad at it. She's never mad. That's just her way. She gets in her little rhythm, her little zone, and she really don't know we're out here. She don't. She forgets. And she's like, I'm just trying to get my meal together. And then we'll talk.
If I don't concentrate, the older I've got, the worse I've got. I have to really concentrate sometimes. What I'm going to do now is I'm getting stuff ready. I'm going to make this, you can show them, spice cake and tell them about it while I get my order.
This is a super moist spice cake. It says there's pudding in the mix. There it is. Pudding in the mix. So a lot of people put vanilla instant pudding in their cakes and their breads. It makes them moist. It's all that good stuff. I think Miss Annie does that. Other cooks I've heard of doing that. Mama's done it before. Mama's got a homemade cake she puts instant pudding in. And do you put it in your pumpkin bread?
Sometimes, but most of the time I don't, because pumpkin bread I do sometimes, but pumpkin roll you don't need it.
Pumpkin bread she does, pumpkin roll she don't, because you want it to be able to roll up without cracking. Mama, you want this mix put in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna stir up my cake.
Oh, that smells just like fall. I love spice cake. Chocolate cake's my favorite, but spice in the fall really can't be beat for me. I love spice muffins. They're all so good. You know why I like it so well? Not because I have a sweet tooth. Well, I may have a tiny liking for sweets every once in a while. I like it so well because it goes so good with coffee. Bless you, Mama. I like it because it's so good with coffee. You can't beat a big spice muffin and some coffee. With that cream cheese. You remember we made them, 3 weeks ago? Those were so good with my coffee. My coffee was so appreciative.
This is just a little old pan. It's 9 by 13, but it's not the regular cake pan. They didn't have it. But I'm going to bake my cake in here. Just take it. I'm going to make cream cheese icing to go on top of it. Usually I'd make homemade cake, but it seems like we're rushed with everything else. I've not had a change.
We have learned. You develop and you change and you learn as you age and as you get less able to do so much. So, if you all remember, it was a homecoming 2 years ago that Mama started having chest pains, and I said, we're going to the doctor. So we went to the doctor that next day, and she ended up having to have 3 stents. Do y'all remember that? It was a homecoming. Mama used to get out all of her temptation wear, her orange, her brown, her green, make it pretty for church, and we took her nice dishes, and that's the whole reason you have them, is to put on the dog when you're having company over. People don't use that stuff at home. Now, 27,000 of you are going to say, yes, I do, and I'm proud of you all. I really am, because I've always said, don't save it, use it, but we don't. You see what we eat out of. Sometimes it's the kiddo. But Mama would always get the Temptations out because it's so pretty. Orange, brown, green, it's all fall. It looks like this shirt. That is heavy. Even if you tried to do it empty, it's heavy. Our church sits up on a hill. There's no level spot in unless you go up to the back, and that goes into the sanctuary, and we're not taking the food there. So you have to unload it out of your vehicle, carry it up a hill, a steep hill, to get into the church. If I can, I'll show you all tomorrow. And that's when she started having the shortness of breath and the chest pains. I'm not blaming it on that. It was a long time coming. But anyhow, ever since that time, we've used aluminum foil to go, throw them away, and be done with it. It's so good to come home with. What'd you come home with after that dinner? A ice cream scooper?
The scooper I scooped the dressing with.
So that's about what we'll come home with tomorrow. Other times, and then when you get back home, you got all those dirty, heavy dishes to lug in and get rid of what was left in them, and then wash them, and that's a whole evening. That's another 2 hours worth of cleanup in it.
Yeah, I'm putting 3 eggs in here. That's what the mix is.
What's that other stuff? You've put some stuff in there since I did.
A half a cup of oil.
All right, so she put a half a cup of oil. Just what kind of oil?
Vegetable oil.
Half a cup of vegetable oil, and 1 egg.
2 eggs.
And she's put them in this bowl because she's testing the eggs. Let's bring y'all a little closer. She's testing the eggs. Just see if they're good because these
3
are
eggs.
fresh eggs.
That's 3 eggs. I was going to make a raw apple cake, a fresh raw apple cake, but I just don't rush and do all of that no more like I did. And this is a cup of water.
Do you want me to start that for you?
No. I'm going to mix it up like this first.
I trust thee not, Mother.
Well, you see I'm mixing it.
I see you. Go ahead. I got you covered, as they say.
Oh, yeah, you just don't want cake on you.
That's exactly right.
Well, I'm not coming on.
Are you not plugged in?
Yep. Well, no, it's come out.
There you go, Mama. The power is in the outlet.
I got it now.
All right.
Now you can get prepared.
I don't see any little bits of flinging.
I got it on low.
This is the turbo mixer. This is a sunbeam from, I don't know, the dark ages. You can't even buy this one anymore. Some of y'all ask about it. I looked it up. There is one that has the whisk beaters on there, and I posted it on our Amazon page.
Oh, that makes you think of fun.
It's wonderful. I'm just sitting here taking it in, drinking my coffee here.
I need a spatula to get up here.
Ain't no beaters to lick with that machine. They turbo right off. I'll bring you over here. Whoa, y'all that
You
fell.
about knocked them twice.
No, I think one of them stumbled.
One stumbled. This may be too big, too much for this small, shallow pan.
I'd hate for you to have to make me a little one with it.
Oh, I'll make you a little one, maybe. No, don't believe I'm going to.
Don't believe you're going to.
Mm-mm. That ain't gonna work. If you take enough out for a little one, it would make,
No, I was just teasing, Mama.
make this one too shallow.
No, we don't want it shallow. We're putting on the dog.
Okay.
You got some more in there, but
Oh.
we're putting on the dog now, Mama.
So all I'm going to do is set that in the oven. Then I'm going to make, like I said, cream cheese icing. That would go good with the spice cake on it.
Just
Johnny.
me. Good ain't the word I would use. It's absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious.
We've used this big oven more in the last 2 weeks.
That big oven's getting its work in for the year. We don't hardly ever use it, as y'all know. And now, in the past probably 2 weeks, we've used it more than we have all year. We've used every oven we had. We was even out in the canning kitchen using that oven, and we hardly ever cook out there.
Wonder if for that little pan, 1 cream cheese would be enough.
I'd say so.
I'm going to lay it out to go. And 1 stick of butter. And this stick I'm putting in the broth.
Okay. So Mama normally I am the early riser, and I did get up. I just didn't do nothing. Mama got up, and I don't know, what time did you get up, Mama?
I don't know. It wasn't early, though.
It was early.
7 something, I don't know.
Well, what was I doing? Because I done been up with them.
No,
Anyway, I don't know what we've done. I went to bed late last night and got up till 7.
We didn't go
Whoa, I slept until 7. Anyway, she was up already. I think she got up at 6 and didn't know it. This is what she made this morning. She made cornbread, and cornbread. Now, all this will probably go in the dressing. So we got to make more cornbread for, as strange as it may sound, I'll call it eating. We're going to put this in dressing. We'll turn this into something else.
We'll make the cornbread for the dinner in the morning.
So it'll be hot and fresh. This is another cornbread on the bottom and 2 biscuit breads on top. And yes, something came in while we were not here and ate that portion that you see missing.
Who was it? We've not left the house.
Or Mama ate it all for breakfast.
Oh, I did eat a piece for breakfast. I'm not going to deny it. Somebody.
Okay, it was hot. Now there was butter. I had to eat a bite of it. And I had a scrambled egg with it too. I cannot lie. That's one of the best things about Thanksgiving is getting the bread. I woke up this morning and I felt like I was a child again because I smelled the unmistakable aroma of cornbread and biscuit bread at the same time. And then Mama had gotten the broth ready, and it smells so good. Everything just smelled like Thanksgiving morning. And I thought, wow, how blessed. So we put a stick of butter in that mixture too. A salted butter. We only use salted butter. Real butter. Unless something says
unsalted.
No, unsalted butter. And then we have to go to the store and buy it special because we never have it. So that's what we used was a stick of this, which is a half a cup. 2 sticks of butter is a cup, and it was just salted butter, and it's just our store brand. And quite frankly, I have used lots of brands of butter over the years, and our store brand is as good as any butter I've ever had. And it's from Save-A-Lot, and it's called creamy butter.
Oh, I just took it.
Mama just threw it away. You don't get long to capture.
There's a box out yonder. Oh.
That's okay, Mama. We'll tell them later. We ain't. That was just. I just brought it up out of the blue.
Put that Kroger. I think I'll take this Philadelphia. Open it up.
The Kroger's delicious.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna.
Mama's trying to get putting on the big dog. Did you say Philadelphia cream cheese? Mm-hmm. She really putting on the dog. Because right here's what we normally buy is the store brand, and it's Kroger, and it's cream cheese. Now, if I'm just gonna eat cream cheese, like on a bagel, Philadelphia is a good way to go. But when you're mixing this with powdered sugar and you're mixing this with other things for an icing, if it's good cream cheese to start with, you're not going to taste the difference between it and a more expensive Philadelphia or any other kind. And in fact, we hardly ever have anything with the store brand because it's good.
It's absolutely good. Here.
We don't ever have it here. We're not spoiled to any brands of anything other than our store brands, and we love it, and we are so thankful to have our Save-A-Lot here. Mama, that spoon's smoking. It's hot.
Yes, it's hot. I'm trying to get the celery up.
Yes, it's hot, she said. She's working on getting the celery done. And then we're going to drop this cornbread in there and get it stirred up in that beautiful broth. And if we don't have enough, we got one here on standby. You always keep a little bit more broth just in case. Just in case it's too dry. You do not want dry dressing. That is not good. You want good, moist dressing. Sometimes I will even save a little bit of broth, dip it out in the pan, and then I drizzle a little bit of broth over top of my raw dressing before I bake it. That keeps it from getting too dry on top, and it keeps it from burning a little bit on top. So we do that occasionally just to have that extra moist layer going there. Am I making it in that?
I guess you will.
I was gonna make it in that kettle. Am I making more than that kettle full?
That kettle is just that far from the top. You can't put that cornbread in it.
Y'all ain't gonna believe what she's drug out. Y'all, can y'all see what she's drug out for me to make dressing in?
It ain't it.
This is a 40. It don't say the cups. It's a 14 liter.
It's a
59 cup. This is a 59 cup bowl. Mama, that's a lot of dressing.
Yeah.
I made this 3 times the other night, though, in a different bowl. So since she's brought me my bowl, I'll go ahead and start. Now, I did wash my hands. I'll go ahead and start just loosely crumbling this. I don't worry about getting it fine as Mama has for years. Mama used to think it had to be as fine as birdseed. It was small. And see, this is just a whole big clump of it. A lot of people don't like to use this part. I don't know why. There's tons of flavor in there. And that hot liquid is going to melt this right away in a moment.
Yeah.
And you notice it was just covered with a towel. It's not been airtight. It's got a little crunch on it. That's what you want. You don't want it soggy. And when you first make it, of course, it's got steam in it. So, and a lot of people won't use that. I've seen people break it and pull this part out and just stand and do this part and throw that other away. If that's you, that's you. You do you. I'm telling y'all, though, for flavor, it's wonderful. It don't hurt a thing. Maybe that's something your grandmama did, and you think, well, I guess you can't use that. You can. It's just an option. My granny used it. My mama used it. Mama used it. But they don't make it right. That just makes it the way we do it. A lot of people, though, do different things.
It's bread too. You eat it.
But it's not. It shows up in your dressing with those brown specks. That looks like dressing to me. We've always used it and never really had any problems with it. Bring it on over, Mom. It's got a bake.
I thought the celery's tender enough or not.
I'll get it. I'll bring it over.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
This is the chicken broth our store has. I used it, and then what I had fresh, I used most of it up the other day at the dinner, and we used this cream of chicken. I don't think they can see it. Can they see it?
Yeah, they can see it.
Cream of chicken.
Y'all know what a can of cream of chicken is.
It's the store brand, though. What is it?
This is pound bread. This is biscuit bread. This is just a pound of biscuits made into a pound. That's all this
You
is.
make it thinner.
It does make it thinner.
I mean, you make your bread thinner instead of like biscuits. You make biscuit bread.
But it makes your dressing smoother. More than thinner. I guess is what I should have said, right, Mom?
Yeah. And we've always done it, so I know.
Mama done it. People used to use any bread they had in the house. If you had leftover light bread, it went in your dressing. If you had leftover cornbread, it went in your dressing. If you had biscuits, it went in your dressing. And for a week before Thanksgiving or two, they would start and put a brown paper bag from the grocery store on the kitchen table, and all extra bread went in there so it would get dried out and not mold. If you don't put it airtight.
I never did do that.
A lot of people did. If you don't let it get airtight, it won't mold.
I don't trust them brown bags being clean.
Mama's picky. I don't want none of mine in a brown bag either, but people used to do that. So
you
here's
better
this.
wait to see about the broth we've got coming. I've got in that other container.
She always worries about that. Always worrying. Bread just keeps popping up over here, don't it?
We'll have to fire up the gas stove tomorrow because I'll have that big old almost 23-pound turkey to cook.
And dress.
And dressing. That's the reason I went ahead and baked the cake right now. It won't hurt it to bake it.
But we can do it. I cooked dressing up there last week, and it was, Mama, I said I was going to get that. I said I was going to get that.
But you see
Oh,
how full this kettle is? You think you can put that cornbread in here?
I think not, Mama. What was I thinking? I need my.
Thinking, honey.
I need examined. What on earth was I thinking? I should have known we were making enough for an army.
I want to have all I want.
Are you bringing that to me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I surely am.
I started to say, while you're in there, get me one of them.
That's yours right here.
Bless you. I should have known you were fixing it up for me. So here's the big old thing of bread. And y'all see me crumble it. And I've got another one laying here. We'll see what we do with it. It could turn into eating bread.
There you go. And I'll get that plate while you're...
Now this is all that goody. And it would make a delicious soup. See that? It's that celery, that onion, that cream of chicken soup. Now how many...
5 cans.
5 cans in this big old pot for this many people. 5 cans of cream of chicken, 2 boxes of broth, 1 quart of our homemade poultry seasoning, about 2 tablespoons, sage about 2 tablespoons. All in here. Salt, about a tablespoon. And we add salt later if we need it.
A lot of the soups is salty, so you don't want to.
You want to gauge your salt accordingly.
And the reason we use the soup, it has a creamier texture, and it's just so much richer. You don't have to put... I usually just put a can, 1 can in ours. When
If we're making it just for us.
Just for us, yeah.
You don't have to use that at all. Some people use bouillon in water.
To me, the bouillon is real salty.
I wouldn't put any salt if I use bouillon. See, this looks just like soup.
Are fogging up over that
Well, it's good and hot. That's for sure, Mama.
Yeah.
I get out the big old spatula for this job. Now, I like to just poke down in it and let some of that have a chance to get down in there, because that's where I'm wanting it to go.
I'm seeing if you need me to warm that other thing up and that other broth up and some more soup.
Mama will worry about this being too dry until it comes out of the oven. But it's never, her dressing has never been dry. Maybe that's because she worries about it so good. Is that what it is, Mama?
Yeah.
See how all my juice has gone down now?
Here, while you're poking, I'll give you some.
Because I poked it down in there. Well, thank you, Mom. This is the funnest thing on Wednesday nights to do before Thanksgiving, when all the family's here, to get together, make dressing, make pumpkin pies, make pecan pies, doing all that stuff. And this house smells so good. It's just a wonderful memory.
You remember your daddy, if I put a roast or ham or something in a crock pot, he'd say, "Oh Lord, I gotta eat, I'm starving."
Yeah, he'd wake up in the middle of the night and say, "You starved me all night." He didn't like it cooked overnight. Mama usually gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning and starts stuff like that, or 3.
I try not to get up at 3.
You used to. Mama would.
I'd get up and put the stuff on turkeys or hams, and turkeys usually, and then I would go lay back down while they're cooking a while.
Uh-huh.
I know what, we didn't put that other box that we planned on putting in there.
That extra box?
Because this is over here.
Oh, you've got 2 extra boxes.
And this box was the one we was going to use.
Well, just putting that hot. It's hot enough, I guarantee.
Let me shake it a little.
This is getting
I
there.
was wondering why there's 2 sitting over there.
But you got to imagine. You've seen how much cornbread I put in here. And biscuit bread. It's gonna soak it up now. It's gonna soak it up.
I better wait, not pour it out. Put it in the refrigerator.
You want it moist enough, but firm. You don't want watery dressing. It's a particular sort of thing, ain't it, Mama? Mm-hmm. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard doing all that stirring. I don't like Mama to do it at all.
Well, I usually don't make hardly that large a batch.
If it's a small one, but I don't like for her to do the stirring anyway. Because it's heavy. I can pour it in here now.
You can.
You want to just pour it in, or you want me to just... I'll get it. Can you give me your big old metal spoon you just used?
Yes, sir. Let me get this few little bites of celery out of here. Might be the bite I get needed.
That might be the bite that fills somebody up, Granny used to say. When she was emptying out a can, or... That might be the bite that fills me up. Now when you can roll it easy like this, you've got a good amount of liquid in there, and that's good. See how it went so quickly just to this easy roll?
I don't know if that's going to be enough or not.
You think not, Mama? You wanting to put that other box in here?
No, I still got half of this one.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and put it in here.
I'm going to pour it in this hot kettle first.
Now this is going to be cooked. This will be baked. So it's going to be baked for an hour or more. So anything in it is cooked already. And then we're going to bake it for another hour or so. So if you're thinking something might be raw in here, it is not going to be.
There you go, sir.
There we go. If you get in a bind, you can. There's nothing wrong with using bouillon. Just monitor your salt. You know, you can put 2 cups of water and a couple of things of bouillon and stretch if you need to add a little bit more liquid. I wouldn't put water without a bouillon or a can of soup or something of that nature, but you can. You could put cream of celery in here. You could,
I have put cream of celery and cream of chicken.
Cream of mushroom.
Well, I've never put mushroom because I don't like that mushroom.
You don't, but they can.
Yeah. But I use cream of celery and cream of chicken both. And if you don't have no broth, you can use the cream of celery and cream of chicken, and it has a good flavor to it.
Now I can tell you right now, this is not done. It needs some more sage. I can tell by sight. So it needs a little bit more sage. You put it in there, Mom.
Oh, I don't know.
And a little bit more poultry seasoning. Come around that way. A little bit, folks, so you can see good. Poultry seasoning has got all kinds of things in it, including sage. That's what we use mainly. And then we always use a little bit of sage. And this is just rubbing sage. Just use it like that.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Put it over here so I kind of judge it.
And she's putting 3 tablespoons.
No, it ain't 3 tablespoons. That's enough.
Well, I didn't know he's just going to stop all of a sudden. I put a little bit more. Put a little bit more.
Stir it up. Let's see what it looks like, tastes like.
We hardly ever argue over dressing.
No, we never. It's not in our blood.
It's one of Mama's favorite parts of Thanksgiving.
I don't want it too sagey. And I don't want it.
Mama, you've got enough here for an army.
Well, I make too much cornbread.
You did, I believe, for sure.
Well, we had 6 big pounds for the...
We'll never be able to make a smaller one.
I think we need to put more bread in there.
Mama, more bread, really?
Well,
It's no, it'd be too dry.
No,
You want to put more broth?
I just don't want to run out tomorrow. You know how I worry.
Everybody there don't like dressing.
They might.
Out of the 60 we plan on probably being there, probably about 30 will eat it. Do what you do, Mama. Do what you do. If you're going to put more bread, I gotta have more stuff.
Yeah, I've got more soup, more chicken broth. But I ain't got more onions and celery. Let that sit a few minutes and let's see what. You gotta let the flavor go through.
This is about right, Mama. I can make some more onion chops and celery chops if that's what you're looking for. But I believe it may just be your normal, a little bit cray-cray.
We did have 2 pounds of biscuit bread.
3 pounds of
cornbread. Yeah.
2 big pounds of biscuit bread went in here.
Okay. We'll see. We'll put it up, see. As you say, it will eat as far as it'll eat, and then we'll go from there.
I always say the last one gets any. Look, Mama, bird.
Yeah, bird. A poultry bird.
I look at it by sight. I know what shade I'm looking for. And I gotta go to the bottom.
Turn and flip. Turn and flip. You're folding it in, ain't you?
Folding her in, Mama. Getting every bit introduced to the top and then back to the bottom. She will worry till this comes out of the oven. And then tomorrow, she'll worry till the last person's in line and there's a half a pan of dressing left or more. I was just chit-chatting. Alright, Mama, it's time to taste. Now, in the morning, are you going to do this tonight?
No, I'm not baking it tonight. No.
So in the morning, we'll add some more broth to it, because overnight it will absorb. Thank you. Come on and taste.
I got to get my cake out of the oven for long. Is it sagey?
It's perfect.
Good run.
It's an excellent run. Now, what are you going to do with all this dressing overnight? Gallon Ziploc bags. That's how we knew for the dinner we had 6 gallons of dressing. Now, folks, to put that into perspective, it was a 5-gallon bucket full and then a milk jug full. That's a lot of food.
That's what
This here will be 3 gallons. 2.5.
Aren't you glad I brought you the big bowl?
Tickled to death.
What? You pleased that I did?
Tickle, Mama. Hold your bag open.
You never, you always complain I give you too tiny of them.
That's the truth. Y'all have seen it here 100 times. Here, John, mix up some coleslaw in this thimble.
Okay, when you're putting stuff in bags, if you'll turn them down 1 turn and then fill it, it'll stay open better and food won't get it.
Let me tell you a secret I see on Facebook.
And
Where's your jar lifter for your canner?
Jar lifter. Oh, that.
Is it right there?
No, it's out yonder in the canning case.
They took your jar lifter and turned it upside down and put it in there and spread it open and held it open.
I've seen that too.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this is mixed so good. Does it look to y'all like I'm just dumping this on the counter?
It is. He is, people.
Now, you can do this several days ahead, folks. So don't rush yourselves on Wednesday if you don't want to. Now, that did go on the counter. You caused that, Mama. So you could do this on, say, Tuesday evening. Put it in your refrigerator. Thursday morning early, get up. Put it out in a bowl. Put you a little bit more broth in it. Stir it up good. And then bake it. Mama won't have it too far ahead. Now, used to, this wasn't out. Used to, she would not have done it today. She would have pitched a fit. It took me literally years. And I don't even know.
Since I had got all messed up a couple of years ago, I've changed a lot of stuff, haven't I?
I forget why she let me do it the first time. I said, Mama, we done it at the restaurant every week. You can make it early. That's all you're getting.
No, give me another spoonful more.
I don't want that to come off on the counter. You want more, Mama?
Yeah.
Are you sure it'll zip?
Uh-huh. That's it.
Quite precise, aren't you?
Yeah. You have to be. See why I say your tracks are clean?
Mm-hmm.
You got somebody at the door.
Here. Alright, that's a gallon. Can y'all see that gallon laying there? That'll hold, folks. That's all you need to hold. Now, let's do this another gallon. Just like Mama said, you better do it right. You peel this down just like this. And then go into your bag. Just like this. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Lord, no. I need a camera person because I can't do it. Sometimes y'all tell me. So this is going to be about what I said, about 2.5 gallons.
I hope it fills these 2 pans I've got over here.
Mama, how many homecomings have you done?
I would say 100, but I'm hardly 100.
And how many times have you worried about whether there be enough food to feed everybody?
Every single time.
And how many times have you worried if you've made enough food?
Every single time.
How many times have you not made enough food?
I usually have a little left of everything. Because I make big amounts.
So what does it tell you? The odds, your odds are good. Your track record is wonderful. You've never sent nobody away hungry. Everybody has seconds and packs it home.
I like when it takes seconds.
You know it was a good thing. Oh, that cake she just opened the oven door and magic just filled this room. I am not kidding you. That cinnamon, that spices, those other autumn flavors in there.
Oh, and this is just as light.
Oh, that is beautiful. Look at Mama. Wow, she's made us a beautiful cake, Mama.
And it's fluffy and light. You can tell that it's so light.
About 1.5 gallons, like I said.
1.5 gallons.
2 gallons and a half.
Oh,
Sorry.
2 gallons. You scared me.
I know. I seen the terror in your eyes.
So we've got the cake baked and the dressing made.
And cornbread for one.
No, we can't take that cornbread. It's baked today. You don't take that cornbread.
Okay.
You got
What was I
another bag?
thinking, Mama? I'm just over here living like an animal trying to make cornbread today ahead.
Yeah.
What was I thinking? Please
I
forgive me.
don't know, but you ain't taking that.
Low, see, no. That cornbread, I wouldn't eat it for no reason.
We'll have milk and bread for supper tonight.
Oh, it'll turn straight into poison in the morning.
Well, you don't want to take leftover bread.
Well, you could hide and watch me. It's good bread. It'll turn straight into poison in the morning, and it's not fit for human consumption. That's what she used to say about the dressing. You can't make dressing a day ahead.
I was old school. We got up early and done all of our fresh right off the bat.
Mama, you can make dressing a day ahead. We do it.
I know it.
No.
Now these.
But it's just as good, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah, it really is.
It really is.
So I don't have to get myself in a hissy tomorrow.
No, and it's so peaceful, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Tune in next time when Mama says There's going to be people leave hungry. Oh, I can't believe I didn't make more. Mama, this is enough for 100 people. People, there's going to be other food there besides your dressing. They're not just coming to eat dressing.
I am.
But Mama, they're going to get a little scoop of dressing and move on down the line to the hash brown casserole. I guarantee you there's a helping of dressing for every serving a turkey on that bird.
It's 20. Well, it's got a lot of bones. It's 23 pounds or 22.
That's what I'm saying. How much dressing can one little church eat? I dare say every woman, every man that cooks that's coming tomorrow, who's bringing food, is at home questioning themselves. Just like, Mama, because that's just a part of a Southern, and I say Southern only because that's all I know. I guess all y'all's the same way. That's just a part of the way they worry and carry on at potlucks and family dinners. Does your mama worry? Your grandmama worry? Is she sitting around on Thanksgiving? I hope we got enough food to feed all these. That's my mama right there. 100%. Now, truly, if you really wanted to measure it right, that's a little over a half a gallon. These are probably over a gallon. Look at these.
They're tied.
These are swollen.
Don't bust them.
Don't bust them. Look, that's more than a gallon in there, probably. That's like putting a pound of flour in a
10-pound flour and a 5-pound.
10-pound flour in a 5-pound sack. There it is, folks. That's dressing. That's cake. You can't ice in that cake for a good long time because it's got to cool.
Cool. It has to really.
That's it. That's all the prep today. Mama, don't let you prep.
It's really pretty. Feel how light it is.
Is it not hot, Mama?
No, not the pan. The edges.
Ooh, that is light. Oh gosh, it's melting away.
Oh.
How'd that not stay hot? Oh, it's hot on bottom.
It's hot on bottom. Just the edges of this thing.
Folks, that's it. And I'll take this old rotten cornbread here, and I'll put it in a Tupperware container. Oh, I'll force myself to eat on this for the next 2 days because it will be good. And this house gets so few pounds of cornbread, I'm going to keep it. I may put it in my bedroom tonight on the dresser.
Oh, I don't think so. We're going too far now.
You're going too far. Mama, come over here and tell these folks goodbye before they write somebody and tell them to come and get us. Hey, y'all. Hey, Justin.
And I'm promising you right now, we won't be making dressing next week.
No.
We're through with it.
We're not even going to make it Thanksgiving. My aunt makes dressing. She makes it just about like Mama's. And so she'll be doing. We ain't making dressing again probably this time next year, unless I really get.
I make it Christmas every year.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Christmas. We'll make it at Christmas, and then we won't make it again till probably to October, till homecoming again.
No, you always have to have dressing in July.
We'll make it next time, whenever we make it.
You have to have July dressing most of the time, don't you? Now, fess up, tell the truth, or June or July.
I do like to have Thanksgiving in June or July. Every year I want a little bit of turkey and a little bit of dressing and some cranberry sauce right around
You
July.
don't want to lose that taste for that stuff that you want.
Oh, mercy, Mama. Okay, Mama. What are you going to do in the morning? Give them the rundown.
Well, I'll try to ice my cake tonight sometime. Okay. And then we'll just have to put that big old turkey on. It'll have to be washed and cleaned, and
we'll try to show y'all that in the morning early.
Maybe.
I will do Sunday school highlights, Lord willing. And Southern Sunday lunch tomorrow will be the homecoming. If I can film there, I'm going to try to.
Sometimes it don't work in our.
Well, sometimes it don't. It's just people and I don't want to disturb folks. But if I can get a little pre-visual of it for y'all and stuff, I'll try to at least show you something. So y'all stick with us, bear with us. But we won't be having our traditional Southern Sunday luncheon tomorrow. It'll be Southern Sunday homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
Homecomings are a big deal. Now, we've got singers coming tomorrow. We've got a former preacher coming to preach for us. That's just the tradition. That's our tradition.
Oh, going to be wonderful.
You invite former pastors to come back and preach and just get together for homecoming.
And you sit there in church and smell all the food coming in.
And then my favorite part is about 15 minutes before service is over. All the little southern women, you see them start giving their pocketbooks and their stuff, and they'll give each other a secret code nod. And they'll all get up and they'll slowly, and they'll trickle downstairs to get everything ready. And that's when all the kids go, oh, it's about time to eat, because all the women are leaving. And they all go downstairs and they get everything set up, and they get the ovens warming everything that needs warming, and you just carry on with the sign.
Yeah.
But that's always my favorite part, when they all act like we can't see them leaving.
We sneak out quietly with
Mama will go to me. I sit on one side, she sits on the other, and she'll go,
on the same pew.
I'm going downstairs. And I'm like, I know where you're going, Mama.
Oh.
Is that not the truth?
That's the truth. Yeah, it is the truth.
I love it. Can you tell? I love it. I really do. All right, Mama. If I got any more chores,
I think we're through for right now. I'm not going to say we're through. But
I'm going to the park.
you're going to the park. I've got to go get the jack-o'-lantern things.
Come in. I'm going to the park because we're having trick or treat in the park tonight. And we are the friends of the park. And so that is where we're going. Now, this person just come in back here. That's my friend, that weird friend I had that don't like carrots or anything chunky. You want to say hello, Chunky?
Hello, I'll say it.
He's also Sydney's daddy.
That's Sydney's daddy, that sings. So he is here tonight. And he was here yesterday. I think we've adopted him. Come on in, Dave. Say hello to everybody. Y'all don't ever get to see Sydney's dad. Say hello to Sydney.
Everybody.
Say hello to Sydney.
Hello, Sydney. Marsha's probably watching. Hello, Marsha.
Now, they've met Marsha a time or two. He usually is not here when she comes and sings, but we're ready for her to come back anytime she wants to come.
Well,
He's babysitting with his grandbabies.
Now, what did she do the other day? She did the national anthem.
At the University of Kentucky football game when they played Akron.
Now, wasn't that an honor?
It was great.
It was
great.
Beautiful. It was
Yep.
beautiful. She did such a
It was
beautiful job.
awesome.
They keep tabs on Sydney. They like to know what she's up to and where she's going.
We was in Missouri last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We was gone about 32 hours, drove 1,100 miles.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
He is a.
I'm getting awful too old for that.
He's got more,
David,
he's
you're
got more
not that
energy than
old.
I have. So he's going to help Mama with Dad's truck. He's a truck person, so he's doing a good deed. He's a good fella. We appreciate him. Mama, you got anything you want to say?
No, I'm just glad we've got this much done.
All right, say goodbye. Let's let them
Goodbye,
go.
Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a great evening, and Lord willing, we'll see you in the morning if Mama don't kill me tonight. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.